everyone, and welcome to today's SpouseLink Holiday Hello. I'm Anna Larson, a military spouse transition expert and a SpouseLink ambassador located near Fort Cavazos, Texas. If this is your very first SpouseLink Live, I want to welcome you. I'm so glad you're here. Super excited to see you here. I hold these live streams monthly, and they're really for military spouses looking for connection and support as they near or cross over into transition or retirement from the active duty military world. But SpouseLink is so much bigger than just that transition from active duty to retirement. And so I wanted my fellow ambassadors to join me today so you could hear a little bit more about what SpouseLink is, why we're all here, and what we can do for you. Now, of course, as we are having this conversation today, please drop where you're joining us from in the comments. Feel free to ask any questions, share your own experiences with us today. We love hearing what you have to say, and we love interacting with you. So with that, I am going to bring on my fellow SpouseLink ambassadors so that they can say hello. And we have a special guest today, Amy, who is joining us from AFMA. SpouseLink is powered by AFMA, and you're going to learn just a little bit more about that today as well. So first, let's bring up Sarah. Hi, Sarah. It's good to see you.
Hi, good to see you too. I love your tree headband. So
Thank you. Very festive, right? Our holiday hello. Let's bring up Tara. Hi, Tara. How are you doing today?
Hey, how are you? It's been a while. Thank you for having me here today.
Absolutely. And then our special guest today is Amy. Amy, welcome to our SpouseLink Live.
Hi, everyone. It's great to join you today. Thanks for inviting me.
Yes, absolutely. So I do want you all to know we do have two additional SpouseLink ambassadors. One of them is visiting the White House today, so she was unable to join us for our SpouseLink Holiday Hello. The other one is PCSing, and as military spouses, we all know what a PCS can do and what it takes out of us. So she literally was on a plane this morning, flying from one duty station to the next. So we're going to excuse her, but we are still have a little hello from them later on in our live stream. So you will get a chance to meet them, just not here in person. So let's get started with kind of who our SpouseLink ambassadors are. Let me pull this slide up really quick. All right. So meet your SpouseLink ambassadors. We've got me, and right next to me is Sarah, and then Tara, and then we have Gigi, Andrea, and I threw Amy in there. Amy, you're kind of like honorary SpouseLink ambassador, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I do consider it an honor. Thanks, Anna. Yes.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about why AFMA is involved with SpouseLink and how that kind of works?
Sure. So SpouseLink was actually created by AFMA, the American Armed Forces Mutual Aid Association. AFMA is a nonprofit membership association focused on supporting the military community. We've been around for a long time, since 1879, and SpouseLink is that dedicated space for military spouse to share their personal stories, tips, insights about military life with each other, because we need each other.
We absolutely do. So I wanted to jump right in and just let each SpouseLink ambassador kind of let you know a little bit more about who they are and what they do for us. Let me take this down. Sarah, how do you feel if we start with you today?
I am ready. Go for it.
You're ready? All right, go for it.
So it's Sarah Martinez, and I have been a part of SpouseLink since 2017. So going on 6-7 years now. My husband is active duty in the Navy. We've been married for 10 years, and he's actually going to be stationed in Japan in 2024. So
that's a big move.
Yes, I've only PCS'd once in 10 years of being a military spouse. So the whole international move, getting him over there is a little new to me. But
Okay, wait, we got to pause for just a minute. How in the world in 10 years have you managed to only PCS one time?
I know it's unheard of. My husband was stationed in Norfolk for 13 years. We went to Key West for 3. And I just moved back to Norfolk. That was I guess I PCS twice, but it was back to the same station.
So you don't count it. It's kind of
I
like
don't count
meshes into one, right?
Yeah, it's like one move. I'm familiar with the area. I live like 4 minutes from the house that we owned for 7 years, so I don't count it.
Oh my gosh. That, I don't know. What do we say? Do we thumbs up that or would it be thumbs down? I think some military spouses love the moving aspect of being in the military life and some don't. So some would be like, you're the luckiest person ever. And others might be like, that would suck. Norfolk to Key West and back. I don't know about that.
Trust me, my opinion changes every day. Ask me a different day, it might be a different answer.
Funny.
So let's see, what have I been working on? So as you know, we talked about at the retreat in August, we're kind of transitioning to a different SpouseLink community. So that's what I've been focusing on is community engagement and shifting away from, working physically at events and just having a community online for every spouse of every branch at every duty station, really. So that is what I've been working on. And one of my favorite, moments of SpouseLink this year would have to be the retreat because I missed the retreat the prior year. So I really enjoyed seeing you all and, collaborating with all the other ambassadors and meeting you, Anna, because I didn't get to meet you the first year.
I know.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
We have a comment come in from our audience. Lynn says, my family had a permanent duty station at Fort Myer for over 25 years. I think that's so. Lynn, are you Army, Navy? I got to know. Tell us which military branch you're part of. I want to know. I don't know. 25 years in the same place. That's not even like being, I don't know. No, you are still in the military. I don't want to say you're not, right? Because anyway. Well, Sarah, nobody even knows what the retreat is. Why don't you tell people what the SpouseLink retreat is? They're all probably going, I don't even know what that means.
Sure. So every year the ambassadors get together because we are military spouses. So we're stationed all over. We don't get to physically see each other except at the retreat. So we get together, we talk about, what we're working on, what organizations we've been reaching out to, we just collaborate our efforts so that we can be stronger together instead of duplicating efforts on our own and come up with a game plan for the following year of how to best serve the community.
Yes, exactly. And so I think that's a really important part of what the SpouseLink does for the community is they make sure that every year there's a connection point where we're talking about what does the military spouse community really need from us, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's not just a static, here's what you get, and that's it. So with that in mind, if you are watching this live stream and you have some suggestions for SpouseLink ambassadors, she's right here. She's like, hey, email me, message me, flood my inbox with your information because I want to hear from you. And she's going to be bringing it back to our next SpouseLink retreat, right?
Yes, please. Yes. Send me all the information, all the advice, all the tips. I'm here for it.
So I'm not like throwing you under the bus right now, telling everyone, just go straight to Sarah. She's the contact that you want to have today.
Not at all. No, it's welcome. Thank you very much.
I love it. And we did get an answer from Lynn. Look, the United States Army Band. That makes a little more sense, Lynn. Now I understand because I think you have to be in Washington, D.C., don't you, for that one? For that station, but now they're retired. So we love our retired spouses. Do you want to know why? Because I am one. Yay. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate you introducing yourself to everyone.
No problem.
Yeah, we want to jump in with our second ambassador of the day. I'm going to have to move this so that you guys can see a video from her. Let me go. Let's see if this works.
Hi, everyone. Happy holidays from Andrea Sherpick, the SpouseLink ambassador located here in Fort Meade, Maryland. I'm excited to be here with you today to talk to you a little bit about what I've been doing this year. I've had the opportunity to travel to several events throughout the country, including MilSpouse Fest in Texas, the Yellow Ribbon Reintegration Program in Los Angeles, as well as several events here in the local area. The biggest thing that happened for me this year was we made a cross-country move from Southern California, where we were stationed for almost 16 years, to here in Maryland, and it's been such an adventure. My family had so much fun traveling across the country in our RV. Highly recommended if you get the chance. And I would say my favorite event that I did this year was MilSpouse Fest in Texas. I went to San Antonio and also to Fort Cavazos. And I met so many amazing spouses and had such a great opportunity to spend time talking to them and learning about what it's like to be a military spouse in different parts of the country, and to get to know some other military spouses who are doing really great things for the community. I hope to see some of you guys at events in the next year to come, as we have a whole bunch of fun stuff coming up. And I look forward to meeting as many of you as possible. Happy holidays.
All right, so that was our ambassador, Andrea, saying hello. I hope everyone was able to hear her audio as we went through that. But I wanted to pull up this next slide. Andrea sent me some pictures from some of the events that happened. Now, as Sarah was saying earlier, the way SpouseLink used to work is the ambassadors would conduct small, kind of like grassroots community events just within their local community. And last year, everything changed. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? Everything changed. It feels like it's been like 10 years, but it was just 1 year ago. So last year, everything changed, and they moved from that smaller community grassroots to kind of the bigger military spouse and military community stage. And so Andrea has been traveling to all the different events around pretty much the United States, but traveling around kind of working a booth and getting to know people and getting to know other organizations that are focused on supporting military spouses. And one of the reasons that we're doing that is because we want to be in the know for resources that our military spouses need. And part of that is getting to know other people within the community and other organizations within the community. So did you guys have a chance to go to any events this year? Sarah, did you go to one? Amy, Tara, what did you guys do this year event-wise? Anything at all?
I did not, no.
Sarah did not. Okay. Amy, did you
Yes.
get one?
When MilSpouse Fest came to Fort Cavazos, which is where my husband is stationed, and that's where we live right now here in Texas, I got to participate and meet Andrea. So that was great. It was a wonderful event. Great connecting with lots of military spouses from the area here, and then seeing and meeting people from across the country in support of military spouses and learning about some great programs. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, fun fact, just in case you guys didn't pick up on it or don't know me very well, Amy and I live in the same place. So I get to actually see Amy fairly regularly. I went to that same MilSpouse Fest, and it was a lot of fun. And Andrea did an amazing job as the AFMA and SpouseLink representative that was there. Tara, what about you? Did you get a chance to go to an event this year?
I did not. This is actually the first year where I haven't participated in an event, especially on base. So this is different. I feel like a fish out of water, but my heart and soul is always to connect with other military spouses. So yeah, I've been really behind the scenes working on social media, specifically with LinkedIn, and yeah, managing that page. So it's been different this year.
You know what? With that, I'm going to pull this down. Why don't you jump right in? I'm going to throw you into the hot seat right now. Why don't you jump in and let everybody know who you are and kind of what you've been doing for SpouseLink this year?
All right. So my name is Tara Smith. I am located in Jacksonville, North Carolina. My husband is active duty Marine, and he's stationed at Camp Lejeune. I've been an ambassador for since 2015. My goodness. Wow. This position has carried with me for 2 PCSs, and I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for AFMA. And our focus has been really on LinkedIn, really helping those career spouses develop their skills, also network, SpouseLink is huge on supporting and networking. We want to be a source for military spouses and help them with their job and their career, especially career advancements.
Yes. Okay. So this is a big topic, right? I mean, right now they say that it's like somewhere between 24 and 30% of military spouses are unemployed. And that's because of the struggles that we have with our military spouse lives, right? Moving all the time, people not wanting to invest in someone that they know is going to be leaving in just a couple of years. Those kinds of things are things that military spouses face on a daily basis. But one of the stats I heard just recently that really just kind of blew me away is that more than 50% of military spouses are underemployed, meaning we've got some really smart military spouses out there, both male and female, that can't get a job that values their education and experience level. And that just is really difficult. So Tara, I know what you are doing is so important right now to this community. It's one of the hottest topics everybody is talking about, right?
Right. Right. And I specifically, like, I especially know and understand what it feels like to not be employed. My husband had to go unaccompanied to Okinawa for 2 years because I couldn't find supervision for my MSW. So that was part of an internship program that I had to do as a requirement for me to finish my MSW. I had to do 500 to 600 hours under supervision of someone else. And that was not offered in Okinawa, Japan. So instead of going with him, I actually stayed back at MacDill Air Force Base, which is in Tampa, Florida, and stayed 5 years instead of doing a regular 3 years for a PCS. So yeah, there's a lot of hardship and sacrifice.
Yeah. So when we say as SpouseLink Ambassadors walk to the walk, we have walked to the walk. We know where you're at. And that's kind of what this community is all about. This is what we're trying to build, is a place where you can come and you understand that we've been there, we've done that, we're doing that, or that's going to be done in sometime in the next upcoming PCS move or next half of our military life, right? I mean, at some point in time, we all kind of experience that loss of something that we have to give up, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Tara, I'll definitely have to reach out to you then, because I'm staying behind as well when my husband goes to Japan.
Okay. So yeah. I'm here to support you. I'm here to even drive. I'll drive and meet you somewhere. If we can have a girls, that'd be great.
How far is Jacksonville from Norfolk? Like 5 hours?
3 hours.
Hello. 3 hours. Oh, even better.
Gosh, look at this. I want to come. What is it, Amy? We could get there in 12. I don't know. 4 Cavazos.
Road trip.
15?
That's right.
That's right. We're planning a girls trip right now. I think that sounds like a great plan. Oh, funny. Okay. Well, Tara, thank you so much for letting everyone know what you do as a SpouseLink ambassador. I'm going to bring up this again, and we're going to watch one more video from our other missing ambassador, Gigi.
Hi, friends. It's Gigi, your SpouseLink ambassador from Camp Pendleton, California. Want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a beautiful New Year. See you guys soon.
All right. So listen, we're giving her all the grace in the world because, like I said earlier, Gigi was legit on a plane this morning PCSing. So that just right there supersedes everything. The fact that she even gave me a video, I was grateful for. I've been through enough PCS moves to know that taking even that 10 minutes to try and do a video where you feel like you look cute and you sound good and it's not like a disaster takes a lot of energy out. So Gigi, thank you so much for doing that for me today. And I think everybody appreciates you jumping in and saying hi. So now Tara talked a little bit about the fact that she's on LinkedIn. Gigi is all about Instagram. So Gigi, Gigi, I can't ask Gigi. Here I am asking Gigi. Gigi, tell us about your Instagram post. But no, Gigi's not here. So we're going to tell you about Gigi's Instagram post. If you are liking, sharing, or following SpouseLink on social media, we would love for you to do that. We're on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And then if you're not, yes, we're dropping those things right now. Look, we're going to be dropping those links right now into the chat. So if you aren't currently connected with us, jump onto those links and hit like and follow so that you know what's going on in the SpouseLink world. These are some of our favorite posts. So I don't know if you guys have followed the Instagram well, but Tara, I want you to talk about the Hello Bello diaper cakes really quick.
Okay. Yeah, the Hello Bello diaper cakes. That was for, I think oh my gosh, was that used for the USO?
I think it was with the USO, yes.
Yes. So that was an event that our former ambassador, Jessica, she attended, and she was able to connect with Hello Bello, and they provided several military spouses who are waiting expectation for a new bundle of joy. And they provide there was like diapers, 2 other special products as well, in this beautiful cake form. This was a total surprise for Jessica, and she was super grateful. And I know that benefited military spouses in starting their stash of diapers for their little one.
Yes, it's so awesome. Okay, so Sarah, would you address the one that's got the razor?
That was by far one of my favorite posts from Gigi. It's kind of like in winter when you don't shave. Well, when your husband's deployed, you just don't have to shave as often. So everyone knows when they get the news of a return, you better make sure you have a sharp razor and shaving cream on hand.
And then, of course, we have in the middle the wear red. Amy, you're wearing red today. What does wear red mean to the military community?
Well, we usually spread the message about those service members who are deployed to around the world by wearing red, especially on Fridays, to remember those that are deployed. I'm wearing red today for the holidays, but yes, red is an important color representational for the military community to remember those that are deployed.
Exactly. And exactly. I'm wearing red today, and it is also for the holidays, but it translates to, we're thinking about all those men and women overseas right now deployed away from their families, especially because it's the holiday time frame. And being a military spouse that missed many a holiday and birthday and anniversary with her spouse, I am so grateful for what they're doing, right? Like, it almost makes me want to cry a little bit. So we're going to just move on so I don't get emotional here and during the SpouseLink holiday. Hello. All right. So the last 2 posts on here, we have one right there for PCS moves, which we've already kind of discussed, but I think that's actually an image from Andrea's move, if I'm not mistaken. And then the last one that I just loved so much was this is your reminder to reach out to someone that you miss. And whether that's a family member or it's a military spouse from a duty station that you've since departed, or an old friend from high school, like, this is a time just to remember. So this is the kind of content you're going to get when you are following us on social media. So we hope that you will join us there and give Gigi some love, because she works really hard on these posts and she does a great job. Great job with them. Okay, so moving on. Let me pull this down. Okay. So we did Sarah. We went all the way through. It's my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn to talk just for a minute about what I do. Look, I'm going to put myself in the hot seat. Check it out. All right. So I also have to change it so it says Anna. So listen, I am a SpouseLink ambassador for transitioning and retiring military spouses. One of the most major changes that you're going to have as a military family is leaving active duty military. And the reason that I started this live stream series with SpouseLink and AFMA supporting us is because I had a really rotten transition out of the military. Now, in all fairness, it did happen during the pandemic. So that added just an extra layer of rotten to it. But really, I didn't know where to go for resources or support. I didn't have any idea how it was supposed to work. I was relying on other people saying this is how it happened for us without really having a clear path. And then your spouse is going to come home with a checklist that's like 7,000 pages long. And you're going to have to go through every single one of those things. And my entire year of transition was spent focusing on making sure he got that checklist done. And I spent no time focusing on the fact that 2 decades of my life was coming to an end. And I didn't realize the impact that would have on me as a military spouse. So as just someone who's been there, done that, just know that there is a SpouseLink ambassador for all of you spouses that are nearing that point in time where the end is nigh. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. You think it's going to be amazing. And then whammy, something whacks you in the side of the head. And then here you are like me going, I think I'm going to start a live stream series with SpouseLink. And we're going to talk about this because it did not happen the way I expected it to. Anyway, there is a SpouseLink ambassador here for you, and that is me. And just so you kind of have an idea of what we're doing, let me add this just back up to the stage. Over the past year, there we go. Over the past year, we have done nearly 20 SpouseLink lives. And they are on all different topics, as you can see here. Some of them are mental wellness. Some of them are about finances. Some of them are about a transition timeline. Some of them are about the SBP open season that we just had. We talked about benefits, disability at discharge with Tyrone, which is really more about the veteran spouse. But as military spouses, we know that our job has largely to get our service member through all of those bits and pieces. So if we don't understand it and they're only relying on what they hear from their fellow service members, I promise you, knowing a little bit more about it is going to make that process easier. So I would love for you to join me during our SpouseLinks lives. And the best way to do that is to follow me on LinkedIn. That's where we're going to air all of these. Or you can always jump to the SpouseLink YouTube channel. And I believe that link was dropped into the chat. So we will find that later. All right. So with that, I think that we are done with our SpouseLink lives. Oh, this is where you're going to find us. So LinkedIn, SpouseLink. On the website, spouselink.afma.com, Instagram SpouseLink, Facebook SpouseLink, and then, of course, there's AFMA. So before we drop this, I'm going to put Amy in the hot seat and let her talk just a little bit more about how AFMA and SpouseLink support each other. So, Amy, let me move you here. Hold on. Don't get started yet. There you go. Yours.
Thanks, Anna. So as a military spouse myself, it's important to me to know all things relevant to military spouse life. And I get an opportunity to do that working directly for AFMA as a member benefits representative. We talk every day with military spouses, veteran spouses, retiree spouses about the benefits that they have questions about as they prepare for transition or after transition. Just anytime they have questions about any of their benefits, we're here to help educate and inform. That's our role in member benefits, as well as getting out there in the community and being present physically in supporting military spouses. And that's where we kind of get together with SpouseLink to meet up with you all, having those opportunities and meeting people face to face. There's just nothing like being able to meet people and have that one-on-one conversation with someone. It's amazing, all the different experiences that everyone has, but yet the commonalities too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's a great opportunity. I love working for AFMA. I've worked here for almost 6 years now, give or take, for some PCSs and breaks in employment. But I really enjoy it. I love the mission of AFMA. We want to help the military community at large, and military families, especially with their financial journey and being financially independent. And that means understanding all of their benefits as military families. And so getting the word out there through SpouseLink as well, that's a great connection. And we're so happy to be able to do that with you here at AFMA and to work with all of you amazing ambassadors for SpouseLink. and share in the journey and help people learn about their benefits and connect with us so that they can learn more.
Thank you, Amy. I really appreciate it. So I just have to say, AFMA is like one of the best kept secrets in the military community. So if you haven't taken a look, I mean, they're a fiduciary and you've got amazing people like Amy on the other end of that line, and it is nothing but amazing customer service and a lot of great information. And when Amy says they support you through this, they support you through this. Like they are walking, hand holding you as much as you absolutely need with any of the questions that you might have. So highly recommend that you go check out AFMA as well. If that's not an organization or company that you're familiar with, go check out AFMA and what they can do, because they really do focus on all the different stages of military life. Whether you are that single soldier that just jumped into your military career, or you're like my family and you've already departed the active duty service, AFMA is still there and still has something there for you. So
yes,
we have
benefits for the whole military family, both single service members and retirees and their families. So check us out, afma.com.
Yes. All right. So now listen, your call to action today is to sign up for the SpouseLink newsletter, spouselink.afma.com. They send it out like a couple of times per month. It's got information about any upcoming live streams, any upcoming events that we're going to be at, resources, articles, links to things that are going to support you as a military spouse within your military community. So make sure you jump to spouselink.afma.com and sign up for that newsletter. And before we let you guys out of here, we're going to do a holiday cheer. So did you guys bring your little holiday cheer glass? Look, I've got one that's got snowflakes on it. We've got sparkles. We've got a 2022 glass. Amy's living in the past. She's like, and Tara's like, I did not come prepared with a glass.
Yeah, it's my 2022. Yes. I guess you can't see it.
Your water bottle works.
My AFMA holiday mug from 2022.
Oh, there you go. AFMA holiday mug. All right. So to everyone out there who is in the military community, we want to wish you, first of all, thank you for an amazing 2023 and cheers to an amazing 2024. Raise your glasses and water bottles and hearts. I love it. All right. Thank you so much. All right, everyone. We want to say thank you so much for being here with us today. I'm going to put this up there just because I love the little snowflakes falling. I'm going to give everyone a chance just to say a big wave and say goodbye. And we will see you at our next SpouseLink Live in 2024. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.